Good morning, children. Before I proceed further, I would like to revise what I taught in the previous class. We started with a new chapter, tissues, that is plant tissues. Plant tissues mainly divided it into two, meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. Meristematic tissues, they are having the power of division. Permanent tissues, they are not having the power of division. Meristematic tissues divided it into apical meristem, lateral meristem, intercalary meristem based on their location. Then permanent tissues, simple and complex. Simple permanent tissues are parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma, and complex permanent tissues are xylem and phloem. So yesterday we concluded with the conducting tissues. Today we will start from the same point, that is conducting tissues or vascular tissues. Vascular tissue is a complex conducting tissue. The vascular tissues are xylem and phloem. Xylem and phloem are complex tissues. They are made up of more than one type of cells and perform the same function. That is why they are called complex tissues. So xylem, from this picture, that xylem, the function is very clearly visible. They are carrying water and minerals from the soil towards the surface of the leaf. And phloem, prepared food materials are transported to different parts of the plant. That is the function of phloem. All plants do not have the same kind of stem. Trees have thick, hard, strong stem. Herbs have soft, green stem. And climbers have weak stem that cannot stand upright. And the stem carry water and minerals from the root to the leaves and distribute food to all part of the plant. Now, the conducting tissues or the vascular tissues are xylem and phloem. These are the xylem tissues. Xylem tissues are a type of complex tissues because these are made up of more than one type of cells. More than one type of cells are xylem tracheids, xylem vessels, xylem fibers, and xylem parenchyma. These are the components of xylem. Xylem cells are elongated and thick-walled. The cells are somewhat in the form of tubular passage. They provide for upward movement of water and dissolved material absorbed from the soil by the roots to other part of the plant. Older xylem tissues forms the wood and does not participate in transport. Now, the components of xylem. The components of xylem are xylem vessels. Xylem vessels and tracheids are concerned with the upward movement of water and minerals from the root to aerial part of the plant. And xylem fibers provide mechanical strength to the plant body. And they are dead cells and devoid of protoplasm. Now, xylem parenchyma are the only living components of xylem. These are concerned with the storage of food and other important functions. So these are the components of xylem. Xylem vessels, xylem fibers, xylem parenchyma, and xylem tracheids. That is why xylem is called a complex tissues. They are made up of more than one type of cells but perform the same function. Next is that phloem. Phloem is the chief food conducting tissues of plants. It is responsible for upward and downward movement of food materials in plants. The phloem consists of seed tube, companion cells, phloem parenchyma cells and phloem fibers. It is very clearly visible in this picture. The components of phloem. Components of phloem are seed tubes, companion cells, phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers. Seed tubes are made up of elongated cells placed end to end and forming a long tube. They help in the transportation of food from leaf to various parts of the plant. Companion cells. Living parenchyma cells are closely associated with the seed tube cells. They help in the functioning of the seed tube. Phloem parenchyma. They are mainly concerned with the storage of food material. And phloem fibers, sclerenchymatous tissue found associated with the phloem. The main function of phloem fibers is that they provide mechanical strength. The textile fibers of flax, hemp and jute are phloem fibers. This much is the explanatory part of phloem and the components of phloem. Seed tubes, phloem parenchyma, companion cells and phloem fibers. So first part of tissues chapter is this much. Plant tissues, complete classification chart is here. They are divided it into meristematic tissue and permanent tissue, and complete classification is mentioned. And in a detailed way, plant tissue and its classification. And so plant tissues part of this chapter that we are going to conclude, and the next class we will continue the same chapter with another topic of the same chapter, that is animal tissues. Till then, take care. Thank you.